if you are enrolled into the data analytics program in ALX and you are currently doing your professional foundations course, be ready because you start your tech specialization, which is data analytics, and the platform is quite different from what you are used to in professional foundations. So the name of the platform is Athena, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, but Athena. The platform is, more beautiful than the Savannah platform. And just come with me so you see a walkthrough and an overview for into my week 3 of my data analytics program. I'll also give you guys a tour on all the courses we'll be taking in the data analytics program, but not go into details. I'll just give you an overview. So if you are enrolled into the data analytics program or you are interested in enrolling into the ALX data analytics program, watch this video to see what to expect and brace yourself. And there's something very important I need to say. 3, 2, 1. Subscribe! Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and click the notification bell to get more updates. If you want more of my data analysis journey in ALX, kindly comment in this video to let me know what you want to see. And if you want other aspects of data analytics tutorials, let me know in the comment section. Like this video, share to whoever you feel might need it. They'll thank you for it. So let's get right into the tour. Welcome to the tour into the ALX Data Analytics program. The duration for this course is 14 weeks, and right now we are in our 5th week. I'm currently in my 5th week, so I'll show you how far I've gone and what we've covered in the last 4 weeks. So this is the Athena platform. You can see the platform is totally different from the Professional Foundations platform. The names of some elements are different from here, but with a little explanation, you understand. So let's take a tour. This is the side navigation. This is basically everything you would be navigating within this site: the dashboard, curriculum, calendar, manifesto, and support. So the data analytics program is divided into 4 parts. Each part has several modules, and these parts are called sprints. So whenever you see sprints, just take it that it is divided into 4 parts, just like how the professional foundations was divided into 3 phases. In this case, is divided into 4 sprints. So you see the sprints, then it's 4 of them. We're currently in the 3rd sprint. So the first sprint was 2 weeks. Likewise, the 3rd sprint is 1 month. You can see the timeline here. So when you are in a particular sprint, it highlights that sprint. So when you hear sprint, don't get confused. It's just different parts. Just take it that it's parts, different parts of the program or the course that has several modules. You can see the first module. I'm done with the first module. This sprint has so far for now has 6 modules. So you can navigate the modules by clicking the down arrow and you go from there. Whenever you are done with a certain chapter under a module, this complete logo shows. If you're not done, it is blank. So this area has a message to let us know where we stopped or where I stopped the last time. So I'm currently in the 3rd sprint, which is querying data module. So this area, current lessons, is basically when you click on it, you can continue from where you last stopped. And when you click on view takes you to the module, each module, the breakdown of each modules. For instance, this is module 1 and it's showing me complete because I've done them. All these chapters you're seeing under the module are simply what you're seeing here. And it's showing a duration, the duration it takes for you to finish each of the chapters. So you can navigate each module here for it to show you, for instance, the second module. I want to see just the second module and the content type. There are different types of content types here, which I'll get into. So we'll leave the content type blank, and it will show us exactly what we have under the second module: database concepts, lesson overview, data structures. I need to apply a filter. So the second module is being shown here: database concepts, data structures, video. You can see it here, and every other thing that has to do with this place is here, and the duration is being shown. So this area is not very important, if I must say, because once you start learning, for instance, this is where I stopped. I'm done with this area. So I can just click on next. When I click on next, it takes me to the next chapter. So I don't need all of that. I just need to simply click on next, and I'll go to the next step. So we're back to the dashboard. The next item here is announcement and webinar or meetings. If there is any announcement, you see here, if there is any meeting or webinar, it will display here. We have no upcoming events for now. Here, problem statements, predicts, and sprint completion. Now, the problem statement is simply the work you are supposed to do. Now, it is the same thing you are seeing here that you see here. You see, the problem statement brought me to this same place where I can navigate the courses, and this place is not very necessary, if you ask me. Once you follow this area, you are good. You don't need to do much. Let's go back to the dashboard. So for Predict, it's currently unavailable. I want to believe that Predict is mainly for data science students, and it might be available toward the end of the course or the program. For sprint completion, it simply shows you your completion rate. I just finished, or I just did the first module, so this is a progress, 6% so far. So let's click on sprint completion. The sprint completion takes us to a breakdown of our overall performance so far. So this is my overall performance based on, I don't know if other criteria will come up here in the future, but for now we have skill. So this is my overall performance, and for my score is 128. The class average score is 74. So my score is above the class average. My overall performance and the class average. So this is my overall performance, and this is class average. My overall performance is 90%, class average 51. Overall test average is 75%, class average is 66%. Overall score is 90%, and class average is 51%. The overall predict average, like I said earlier on, predict is mostly for data science students, and maybe in the later part of data analytics, predict might be open for us. But for now, nothing. The overall test completion 100, and the class average is 62%. So the test completion is different from the test score. The test completion is simply your ability to complete all of the tests that you were supposed to do. Now, if you want to drill down into a certain sprint, remember sprints are parts. They are simply different parts of the program or the course. So this is the first sprint, second, third. We are currently on the third. So if I click on this sprint now, I won't have much details. It will just simply, it will not give me like a detailed stuff. This is where I'll see the detail of my third sprint. I've not done any test yet. In fact, I just started. So you can see my test completion rate is zero, everything is zero. Though some people have done this, you can see the average here. If I want to see the just concluded sprint, we did three tests or two projects and one test. So I got 70% here, I got 80% here, and I got 60% here. A more detailed breakdown is here. Basically, same thing, the average 70, 66. When you sum up my performance in the first and second module, this is the overall average, score and average. So that's that for sprints. We'll come back to the dashboard, and this area is your test and the time you're supposed to take the test as the deadline for the test. So I have an upcoming test by 2nd of June. The deadline for this test is 2nd of June. It's a project, and this is the project name, and it's in parts. So this is the first one. For the last sprint, they just gave us a list of the projects that we are supposed to do. But in this case, I think they want to release it one after the other. Probably when the deadline for this is up, they'll drop the next one since it's in parts. So the part two or part three might will definitely drop once this deadline is up. So when you click on more, you see the details of the projects in this area. So you see when you want to do the test, you click on start test and you go from there. Now, like I said, the most important area of this dashboard is this place. This place will simply give you like a straightforward navigation or straightforward direction in navigating your courses or your chapters. So once you come, the first module you see, you click on the first chapter. And once you click on the first chapter, you go from there. You just keep clicking on next and you complete that particular chapter. Then you move on to the next. Then once you get to the area where you take your test, I think our tests should be here. The test we saw earlier on is here. So you see, though the most important area is just this place. There are other concepts you need to understand while you are navigating this area. So you notice that this is the first module for this sprint. Now, the first chapter of each module gives us an overview of what they will be teaching or what we'll cover in the module itself. So from chapter 2 to chapter 10, right? There'll be like a breakdown, mostly in a PDF format, right? But in this case, it's simply, yes, this can be an overview because it's giving introduction to SQL and stuff. So this is an overview too. So when you see PDF are mostly reference cards or overviews, right? So this is an overview. This is the introduction to the whole of the sprint. So you are seeing a lot of PDF here. But as we progress, you see less and less PDF. And at the end of each module, there are reference cards. But we've not gotten to the area. Okay, here we have reference card. Like I said, this is the first module of the sprint entirely. So this like it's more of an introductory module. So let's use the second module for the explanation so you understand me better. This is the first chapter for this module, rather, and you can see it's giving us an overview of what we will cover in this module. So these are the chapters under this particular module. So you see that this is a PDF. Mostly PDFs don't need questions because after you are done with every chapter, when you click on next, in some areas you have to answer multiple choice questions. Be two, they could be three, or even five or six. It depends on the topic. So when you see videos are mostly explanation of whatever concepts they are trying to teach. So it gives you a theoretical explanation, and mostly sometimes an overview of like an explanatory overview of whatever concepts you are being taught. The same thing, we have video here. So for videos, you don't spend much time doing a lot of practicals with videos because they just explain concepts. But when you come to slides, you have to do a lot of practice because it's giving you like step by step guidance to do something or to practice a particular task. So you spend lots of time with slides, and for slides you need to answer questions. Even for videos, you need to answer questions before you proceed to the next or before that chapter can be marked as complete. For walkthroughs are the or video substitute of slides, but it cannot totally substitute slide because there are some things that will be in slides that will not be in the walkthrough, and there are some things that will be in the walkthrough that will not be in the slides. So have that in mind. When you see walkthrough, know that it is practical. Same way with slides. Slide is practical. You have to do some hands-on task. So the same thing with walkthroughs. Now for walkthrough, you do not get to answer questions. When you finish a walkthrough video, walkthroughs are videos too, right? So when you finish a walkthrough video, you just go to the next, and that's it. Walkthrough. So, like I said, PDF, you mostly see PDF when it's an overview of the the current module you are on, or a reference card. A reference card is a summary, if like a visual summary of the whatever have been taught in that module. So let's navigate what I just explained. So when I'm currently in this chapter, so when we click on next, we see the video, right? You see the time, the video is 8 minutes. When I play the video, it plays. When I'm done, I understand the concept. I can say set as complete. When I set as complete, there will be questions, right? Now, I have to answer all of these questions. I'll skip because I've not watched the video, so I might not understand what they mean by all these questions. So, uh, when I answer the correct questions, I'm skipping because I'm not answering it for now. So, when I answer the correct questions, I get to see good or cross sign. That's I failed or I passed them. I must pass all of them before I'll be able to complete this chapter. Now, in the event that I got maybe one of these wrong, let me click on anything. Let me just click on anything. So if I fail any question here, you see I failed and I got this one correctly. Now, I have the option to leave incomplete for now or try again. When I go back, it shuffles or reshuffles the answer. If true was up the first time, I won't see true. I will true come the same thing for the other answers. So you have to be careful. And even the ones I got right, I will still need to answer them when I come back again. So you have to really understand, really have to really focus and understand so that you don't spend a lot of time getting stuck here because it can really get you stuck if you do not understand what you are doing or what you were taught. So for videos, the next video, when I go to the next video, I will answer questions. But for slides, I get to answer questions for slides. When I say set as complete, I'll answer question. For walkthroughs, I don't answer questions. So if I say um set as complete for this walkthroughs are videos, remember? So when I say set as complete, it just simply asks me, are you sure you want to set this train as complete? And I say yes, and I'm done with this chapter. I don't get to answer questions. For reference cards, which are PDF, I don't answer questions. It's the same thing. So this is what a reference card looks like. Like it's a visual overview of or a visual summary of what uh, you did or you've done in a particular module. So this is a PDF format. In the event that you cannot navigate the PDF properly, because I faced that problem also. So if you cannot navigate the PDF properly, you can open it in another tab. That's that for the explanation for some of the concepts in the data analytics ALX program. So we'll come back to the dashboard area. We have taken a tour of the dashboard. Then let's see curriculum. Curriculum is basically a breakdown of all of um, the module, like a list of all of the modules you will be consuming in the program. So you see here we have curriculum, data analytics. That this is the course structure. So like I said, 4 sprints. The sprints are like different parts of the program. So 4 sprints. Then under the 4 sprints, we have a total of 56 lessons, which you could refer to as chapters also. So these are what we consumed for these are the chapters, not chapters, the module rather. So this 56 lessons are module because if you open this, you get to see chapters. So here is a list of the modules we did for the part two, which is sprint two. You can see that once this line breaks, that's the end of a certain sprint. The beginning of another line is the beginning of a particular sprint. So in this third sprint, it is really, 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 really large. So we have tons of modules there. This is the last sprint, and I'm sure you can read the title of each module to have a rough knowledge of what the what we'll be doing in the program at every point in time. So that's all for the curriculum tour. Now we'll go to calendar. Calendar is simply your whatever you need to be doing at a point in time. So it gives you like so we have sprints to uh on Monday and okay, this was May. That's I think okay, this was April because we've done this. So I could next to see what's going on and when it's going to happen. So I think I really don't use this because I don't have a need to use it, except if I want to attend meeting. But even if I need to attend a meeting, it is in the dashboard. Like it, I can just the notification will be there on the dashboard. So the next is the manifest. The manifesto. The manifesto is simply the value, the core values of a student in ALX, and these are just, should I say, a way to, these are, should I say, guidelines and advice in a way. So these things, you can just have them in your heart, and that's it. We have, I think they have values. Okay, this is their manifesto, and this is the values, and it's actually nice. So lastly, help and frequently asked questions. So it's when you need help or you're having issues, you simply navigate to help and you would find solutions. So that's that for the tour of the Athena platform, the ALX Athena platform. And I wish you all the best. Kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to get more updates from me in the future. Bye for now.